see all this water in my shirt? Don't be surprised. Something we're gonna get to a little bit later in this video. It's cool, it's surprising, and satisfying, and well, it was my first time using it, so it's figuring things out, you know? And based upon that, I have 15 things that are gonna make your life so much easier. They are going to essentially instantly fix some everyday problems that you may be experiencing. And I often get asked, Andrea, how do you work full-time, run a business, have 4 kids? Well, I'll tell you this, I don't do it all well at the same time, and not always gracefully either. And my husband and I tag team as best as we can because he also runs his own business as a realtor. So we somehow managed to put the pieces together, but I have to say, thanks to these 15 Amazon gadgets, they definitely help us make it look, well, a little bit more manageable. If you're watching from your TV or your iPad, you can scan this QR code on screen here and it'll take you to everything in this video. In fact, I could not include everything within this video. So if you scan the QR code or you click the one nice link in the description box and pin in the comments section, it's gonna take you to everything in this video. This magnetic vacuum steamer / iron, this was viral on Instagram, still is viral on Instagram. I think getting millions upon millions of views. Like, I have to give this a whirl because if you've watched any of my previous videos, I have like 5 different steamers. I like to steam a lot of things. No, I just do not like wrinkles, and I like steamers that do an effective job. This is amazing. I cannot believe the suction on the steamer. It sucks to the fabric, so it's gonna get it nice and crisp and just looking wrinkle-free, which is exactly what we want. I tried this on maybe 4 different garments, articles of clothing, and there was no damage whatsoever. I mean, the ease of this is amazing because often we're gonna steam things standing upright. I like to use my tripod, which is, it breaks down, it's 2 pieces, it folds up, it folds down. You can conveniently store it. That way, if you wanna dry a bunch of stuff, this is great for beach towels, this is great for drying clothes or sweaters, or steaming things is what I typically use it for. You're standing upright, and steaming's great, but what if you could put a little bit more, shall I say, tension on the fabric? That way the wrinkles come out even better, more crisp. Over 5,000 people have purchased this amazing contraption within the past month. Not only does it steam, you can iron with it, and if you don't like the suction component of it, which I don't know, I wouldn't, I think that's what really separates the steamer from all the other steamers that I have tried, and I have to say, it gets those wrinkles out much faster and more effectively. I have a very cool steaming glove. That way you can use it so you don't like hurt your hand or anything like that. You can hold the other side of the fabric. It's just really nice, gives a little extra tension to the fabric so you can really get those wrinkles out. You have more control over the fabric. I love this little mitt, this little glove. It is perfect. We don't want any accidents now, do we, when it comes to taking wrinkles out of your clothes. You want to show up at the ER, the urgent care, and you have like severe burns from your iron or your steamer because you were touching things that just didn't need to be touched. But I digress. But this steamer, I'm obsessed with. I'm loving it. It has outranked all the other steamers that I have ever purchased before. I want to thank the sponsor of today's video, Daily Harvest. You know, nothing sets your day up for success more than your morning routine. So that's why I like to start my mornings off with Daily Harvest protein smoothies. Not just their protein smoothies, all of their smoothies. You know, my mornings can be super hectic and chaotic, and oftentimes I can skim when it comes to a healthy breakfast. But not anymore, thanks to Daily Harvest nutritiously dense smoothies. With Daily Harvest, it's just one less thing that I have to think about in the mornings. It's as simple as blend, sip, repeat, and they taste amazing. I've tried almost every flavor when it comes to the Daily Harvest smoothies, and I have to say my favorite right now probably is the mint and cacao. It's like dessert in a cup, but actually good for you. Daily Harvest food is grown, not engineered. There are no ingredients you can't pronounce or identify, and no weird substitutes. It's reliable nutrition that you can trust. With Daily Harvest, you always have clean food on hand that's ready when you are. Now, these aren't just great for mornings. They're great for lunches and also great for dinners or snacks or a treat. Basically any time of day. And can you believe it? These protein smoothies have 20 grams of protein. That is amazing. What I love about Daily Harvest smoothies is it comes with a lid and a straw that you can insert so you can easily take this on the go. All their food is 100% gluten-free, dairy-free, nutrient-dense, and made without refined sugar. Daily Harvest is shipped directly to you, and it's frozen for a reason. Those nutrients and flavor are locked in at their peak. If you're watching from a TV or iPad, you can scan the QR code on screen. Again, that's 15% off your box of $100 or more using my code AndreaJean15. You can also click that link in the description box below. This needle threader, I think this is like $5. Oh my gosh, so many things I want to say about this, but let's just get into it. I have this weird obsession with tags on the inside of the shirt. They drive me nuts. I have to cut them out, and sometimes when I'm cutting out the tags in these shirts, it leaves little holes in the side of the shirt, and so I have to re-sew the shirt. I mean, I know this is like a hoe to do because I can't be the only weirdo that is sensitive to tags inside of my shirt, especially on the side. They like scratch at me and I have to itch them. Well, I'm 40 and my eyesight is not the same as it was when I was 20. So what if I could find something that would thread the needle for me rather than me trying to poke the thread through the needle, like taking time, wasting time, getting frustrating, having to lick the end of the thread to try to get it in that little hole. I saw this and can I just say, this is amazing. Now, when you're doing it, I should give you a little caveat here. I am not a sewer. I know how to like put things back together to some, sense or another. I can put a button on things. I can sew some seams in some shirts. So if you are an avid sewer, if that's how you say it, you might be mortified by watching my sewing skills. But I just know how to get, certain jobs done. But all you have to do is make sure the eye of the needle is facing towards the front of the, I guess, the little sharp pin that pops in and out, and then you put your thread on there, pull it through, and then it magically threads your needle. Just pull your thread through so that it's exactly how you want it to begin your project. Now on the other side of this, there is a seam ripper, which comes in handy as well. I love this contraption, like $5 or $6. This is amazing. Now I have to say, the woman who does my hair, she often has to thread needles for her job when it comes to doing hair. And I'm giving this to her as a gift because she struggles a little bit as well, as to put in her glasses, to get the thread through the needle. I'm very excited. So Kelly, a gift is coming your way. I'm also going to attach my favorite portable sewing kit. This is the one that I use all the time. This is great if you're traveling as well. If you get a hole somewhere, you need to patch something up, or maybe, I don't know, you're playing some game like what's in your purse and you magically have this sewing kit. I don't know. And I believe this portable sewing kit is a #1 bestseller. I've had this for over a year and this is the only thing that I use and it works great. It has everything in it. So nice and compact too. You may have seen these before. It's these collapsible laundry baskets. Well, the reason I'm bringing it back to you is because, one, to report back, yes, I am still loving these. I love that they fit so nice and convenient, like in between a wall and my dryer, or just small spaces where you want to store it. That way you don't have all these baskets taking up precious real estate in your laundry room or your bedroom or wherever you tend to keep these things. I actually got rid of all of my regular laundry baskets because of the space they took up. And that is why I've purchased now 2 of these collapsible laundry baskets. They're heavy duty, they can carry a lot of things, not only your laundry, you could use this in the garage. You could, which I would like to purchase a couple more, you could put these in the back of, well, I have a Suburban or a car or a vehicle and you want to put your groceries in there so they're not like rolling around in the back. You could easily carry in your stuff with this laundry basket. You can, condense it down to store more easily wherever it is, whether it is in your garage or it is in your vehicle or it is in your laundry room. If you want to gather a bunch of toys around your house, so for example, we typically have stuff laying on the steps that needs to go upstairs, we could just put everything in this laundry basket and take the entire laundry basket upstairs and then empty the toys where they need to go, rather than like making multiple trips trying to, put everything in your arms to get it back upstairs. I digress. I cannot say enough good things about this collapsible laundry basket. This may make another appearance if I end up buying more of them. It does come in several fun color options, so if you don't like the gray and white, just know there are some fun, vibrant colors also available. Or if you want to designate one for a certain area, this would be an excellent gift idea as well. If I got this as a gift, I'd be like, this is the coolest thing ever, and you'll be amazed at how many uses you can find for this. You know what I just thought about? I have to take all of my summer stuff that's currently upstairs, put it in the basement in a big tote. Rather than having to bring the big tote upstairs, I can just put the summer stuff in this laundry basket, carry it down to the bigger container that it needs to go in. You see what I mean? Over 9,000 people have purchased this collapsible laundry basket within the past month, and it is currently on sale. I love a good sale. That's how I justify a lot of purchases. I'm like, it's on sale. It's totally on sale, right? Yes, I totally needed this. This you do need if you don't have. I'm serious. Got rid of all of my normal laundry baskets. Yes, I did. Oh, the tray table. I am loving this. I don't know why I didn't have one of these sooner. This is bamboo. It has nice little handles on the side. The legs collapse in and out. I don't know if that's the right way when I say it collapse in. They come in and out. There's so many different uses for this. One, I'm going to be filming a family movie night must-haves because every Saturday we do family movie night, and I thought it would be fun to share the things that we use as a family of 6 that make it a little bit easier to all fit in our living room right here. But this tray is what I primarily bought it for, but there's so many other uses. If you are drinking your tea and you want to do some journaling in your living room and you need a nice tray, this laptop that I use on a regular basis fits inside of the tray. I have a MacBook Pro, so it does fit a decent amount of items in there. Of course, you could use this for something like breakfast in bed. If you're in your bed and you want to do reading and you just want a little tray to set things down on. I love, again, that the legs move in and out so that you can conveniently store this. You could use the tray in and of itself without the legs, maybe as a centerpiece if you wanted to corral things together. What would be really nice is you just put this in your, I don't know, a center table if you have one. We don't have coffee tables, just end tables, because, well, it would take up our entire living room if we had a coffee table. I have 4 kids run around, like, it's crazy around here. And then when you want to use a tray table with the legs, all you gotta do is pop those out. So many uses for this. I love it. If you don't like the bamboo version, it does also come in a black or a white. You know what I was just thinking about? A great gift idea would be sort of a movie package idea. You know, if you wanted to get a tray table, maybe some different popcorn, accessories, movie ticket, I don't know, little candies, you could put it in a bucket, and then this tray table really is the main event. Love that. Oh, and I just checked the price point because I was curious. You know, if you're buying a gift for, I don't know, someone, $30 seems like a reasonable price to me if you're getting it for a neighbor or a shower, a friend, a birthday party, you know, just sort of those everyday gifts. And over 4,000 people have purchased this exact one within the past month. I'm also going to include my 5-minute journal down below because this is something that I use every single day. I love it. I think I'm probably on, I don't know, over week 8, 3 months, something like that, but it's made such a difference in my everyday mood, my outlook, just perspective, conscious living, all those good things. Moving into another #1 bestseller, it's this air pump. Oh, okay, so I originally got this for what I'm going to show you next, which is really, really cool as well, but it has a light on it with multiple modes. It can be brighter, it can be dimmer if you're needing to pump this up camping, or you're in a hotel, or where else might you're in a garage that's a little bit darker and you need to pump some stuff up. I don't know, maybe you're like, it's an alert, so this light blinks. There's a couple blinking modes. Like, I don't know, you're standing in a parking lot, it's dark out, someone's trying to find you, but you don't want to sound your horn, you just hold up this little light. I mean, I don't know, there's a little handle on it. The G-forces on this, I don't even know if that's what you want to say, it is really awesome. Now, these chairs I'm about to show you are rather large, and it blew them up quite quickly considering the size of these chairs. So if you're just like blowing up balls and garage toys and little pool toys and other little things that you might blow up, like an air tire, it's gonna blow up like in a blink of an eye. Over 10,000 people have purchased this within the past month, and you can recharge it, put it in its cute little bag, store it in a place that's convenient for whenever you need it. This would also make a really fun gift idea. It's one of those things that when you need air in something, you need air in something, and why not have a great tool around to help you do that quickly? Price point currently on sale, under $20. Now, these inflatable chairs, I'm going to be testing them out. I'm excited about them, but I have to say they are for our family movie night. I love that they inflate, and I used my inflator, my air pump for them, and they inflated quite quickly. I didn't time it, but I would say about 4 to 6 minutes per chair. I'm just guesstimating there, and that's pretty good considering the size of these chairs. These are super, super comfortable, might I say. I didn't think I was going to love them as much as I do. They're currently sitting right here looking in excellent shape. Several hours later, I'm excited for my kids to come home from school and give them a test run as well. Now, where I've seen these is if you did like a big outdoor movie night and you had the big projector outside, these inflatable chairs would be awesome. So many different things. If you are crunched on space, we're not necessarily crunched on space in my home, but you don't want like all these chairs out all the time. I do have these foldable chairs which lay down and I've loved, but I wanted to try these a little bit different. We can deflate them when we're no longer using them and pop them back up on Saturday for our movie night. My kids are gonna be excited. They're super comfortable. Just very surprised how comfortable they are. They do come in a variety of different color options. So if you don't like the beigey ones that I selected, more of a neutral tone, they also have some bright options. 2 came in a pack, which is wonderful. Maybe you're having a bunch of people over, you're having company over, you wanna do games, you're all watching a movie. I know the holidays are just upon us, around the corner here, and families coming over, and you want some place for them comfortably to sit in, to lounge, to feel like, I don't know, just comfortable in your home. They don't have to sit on the floor. They don't have to necessarily sit in a stale folding chair if you don't have enough chairs for everybody. You get the point. Nothing wrong with a good folding chair. I love that, but I can only sit in those for so long because bum starts to hurt. Now this blow-up inflatable chair, I could literally take a nap in. Oh, this makeup brush cleaner. This is a viral item on Instagram. I had to give it a try. Normally I would just use electric brush cleaner and I like those, but sometimes I just use a regular bowl, put some solution in there, call it a day. But I love this bowl because it has grooves on the inside. That way you can get your brushes a little bit cleaner because of the texture on your brushes. It also has a really nice silicone handle on the outside. So not only can you wash your brushes in here, but you can then hang your brushes upside down so that they can properly dry to maintain the, well, longevity of your brushes. Over 1,000 people have purchased this within the past month, and it does come in a variety of different fun colors. Super easy to wash out, super easy to hang up, wash your brushes, dry your brushes. Like, where has this been my entire life? I'm just gonna keep this in my bathroom so every week when I go to clean my brushes, I can easily grab it. Now, when it comes to the cleaning solution, this is a #1 best seller. It truly is fragrance free in my opinion. It cleaned the brushes marvelously. I cannot believe all the gunk that was built up in there with just over a week. And in full disclosure, I was not washing my brushes every week until a few months ago. And somebody was talking about it on a show I was watching. I was like, oh my gosh, I've been lacking on washing my makeup brushes. And so now I've been diligent of cleaning them every single week. And I actually look forward to it. It's satisfying when I go to put on my makeup the following day, which I don't wear a ton of. My face feels cleaner. This would make a really great gift idea as well if you have a teen girl, a college girl, heck, even a woman in your life that is my age. I mean, who wouldn't love this? Now, I love this because it is quieter than the makeup brush cleaner. The makeup brush cleaner does do an excellent job. However, it's a little bit noisy, and if it's early in the morning, I'm gonna wake up my whole family with the electric makeup brush cleaner. I'm also gonna link the #1 best-selling suction hooks on Amazon. This is great if you just wanna hang it in your shower so that your brushes can dry. I don't know, you can never have enough hooks in your life, I think, when it comes to bathroom towels and robes and things that are half dirty and something you're gonna wear the next day, and, well, dry your makeup brushes. Oh, this portable desk mat, if you will. This comes in a variety of different patterns and colors. They're not only great for my kids, that was my original intention when I bought these two. Why? In the vehicle, my kids often have to do their homework because, you know, we're running around in the evenings. Sometimes kids have to come with me to other kids' events because that's just how it goes. They're not old enough to stay home alone other than my 11-year-old. And so we're at these events. Maybe they have their screen time or tablet time. They can use this to put it on their lap. They can do their homework when they need to. Oftentimes my boys have to come to my daughter's dance. And so they've just served an excellent function in the car. Great for travel. I love the handle on them. You can use them in your home as well. In fact, the other day I came upstairs, my son was sitting right here doing some homework, nice and comfortable doing that, but he had this portable lab desktop that he was using. I was like, yes, where's my camera so I can get some footage of that? Fun, functional, solves a problem, easily portable, easily storable. Oh, these neck lights. Yes, again, seeing these floating all around the internet, I had to give them a whirl. Here's the problem that this is solving in my life. So not only if you have a spouse that wants to go to bed earlier or stay up later and you want to read, you want to do some sewing, you want to do something, but you don't want all these bright lights on, but you want to be able to see what it is that you are doing, perfect. I bought these also for my 11-year-old daughter because in the evenings, it's going to get dark starting at 5 o'clock and she needs to be able to do her homework in the car. Now, she has to keep the lights down so it doesn't become a distraction, but I love there are multiple modes on these neck lights, if you will. There's a bright light, there's a warm light, there's a cooler light, just a lot of different features, and you can totally bend the lights to however you need them. This could be great in an airplane, this could be great in a hotel or for travel. I know many people travel for the holidays. Love these. I love them so much. I actually bought 2 of them. Over 1,000 people have purchased these within the past month. They do come in a variety of color options and you can recharge them, so no need to keep batteries around with you. Moving Moving into these stuff bags. Now you can get multiple sayings on the outside of each of these. It just depends what you want to put in them. Here are the problems that these bags have solved in my life. In my vehicle, there's a lot of odds and ends things, like things I want to access, some Lysol, some hand wipes, some tush wipes, a hairbrush, a lint roller, things you just want to get quickly in your vehicle, but you don't want it sprung in your glove compartment, in the console, in the doors. I also like to keep snacks on hand in my vehicle. So the stuff bag houses a ton of stuff. I can easily move it from the front seat to the back seat, just depending on who's sitting in the front seat. I love it. Everything's nice and convenient. Now, I chose to keep this in my vehicle, but you could keep this anywhere, in a bathroom, for travel, for craft things, in an office. It holds quite a lot of things, and it also comes in a variety of different color options. This stuff bag is a little bit taller, and how I'm using this is for all my girls' hair things, because oftentimes I have to pick my 11-year-old up from school and we go directly to her dance studio and I have to quickly do her hair, or she needs to quickly do her own hair. So I can fit gels in here, hairsprays in here, water bottles in here, all upright, along with a ton of other hair accessories. Everything's nice and convenient. I can see the contents of what's inside. They're housed in there. I love the handles on them. These also make amazing gift ideas. I love the different colors. I love the Chanel writing on the outside. Again, you can choose what you want on that outside. I just went with stuff because then I could use these interchangeably for so many different things, depending upon, well, what problem I'm trying to solve at that moment. This mouthwash dispenser. Now with 4 kids, 6 people in this family, there's a lot of mouthwash going on because mouthwash can get in between spaces of your teeth that your toothbrush or your flosser can't necessarily get. And it can give your mouth a nice minty, fresh feeling, smell. Feeling, yeah, smell, yeah. I've tried a couple different mouthwash dispensers. I'm gonna show you one here. I had beautiful labels on it. I loved it. And I had the label put on there perfectly so that it would match up with the, dispensing spout, if you will. But then when I put the liquid in the container, I'd already put the sticker on the dispensing spout. I just could not get to line up with the sticker. So now the sticker's on the back of the bottle and the dispensing spout's on the front of the bottle. And I'm just like annoyed by it. I was like, I hate this one. So I bought this second one, which I'm loving. I loved it so much. I bought 3 of them for my other 3 bathrooms, my kids' downstairs bathroom and my sons and daughter's bathroom. So 3 total. I love that everything is attached. You can easily move it so that you can clean underneath it. And when I wipe down my boy's bathroom in the morning, I can quickly just move the mouthwash dispenser out of the way. The top pops off. You can pour in your mouthwash really quickly. You can adjust the top of it, right? You don't have to deal with the labels. We all know that there's mouthwash inside of there, but I don't have to worry about some weird label being stuck to the back of the mouthwash container. I love the cup dispenser on the side. I have tried mouthwash dispensers with the reusable cup, but again, with 6 people in this family, like it's just more sanitary to have the disposable cups. Not about whose cup is who and when's the last time this cup was washed, but that's not the point. I digress. I do love these mouthwash dispensers. Now, when you do your first squeeze, it's gonna come up pretty quickly and aggressively, but then after your second and third and fourth pump, depending on how much mouthwash that you want to use, it is smooth sailing. I've had these for several months now and we are still loving them and using them every single day. So now everybody has nice teeth, nice smelling breath, hopefully. I can easily move it around to clean it if I need to. I'm not worrying about dirty cups and them needing to be washed and whose cup is who. So it solves a lot of different problems in my life. Oh my word, these no soliciting stickers and sign. Now I've shown the stickers in previous videos. I put one on my Ring doorbell, if you will. It came with a bunch in a pack. I've only needed to use one. Now since putting that on my Ring, no one's come to my door. But for whatever reason, I feel the need to put a big sign. It's not that big of a sign. It actually looks very beautiful. It just kind of blends in, but you can tell what it is in front of my house. For whatever reason, where I live, we get a ton of solicitors selling things. And I know many of you are gonna hate me for this. Girl Scout season is going to be upon us. And I love those Girl Scouts. I don't necessarily love Girl Scout cookies, but when a Girl Scout shows up at my desk and the mom is standing at the end of my driveway, I feel very compelled to buy the Girl Scout cookies. So then I end up with a pantry full of Girl Scout cookies that we do not need 20 boxes worth because I fear the mom at the end of my driveway and the cute little girl standing in the front of my door. But now, no one's showing up to my door. It's amazing. It's genius. And if I want to buy some Girl Scout cookies, which I don't, but maybe my kids will, I can just go to the local grocery store. They're standing outside somewhere. I know where those Girl Scouts are. I know where to find those Girl Scouts should we want some Girl Scout cookies. All right, no more stress when it comes to those cute little Girl Scouts showing up on my door. And the hail people that come to your house. Oh, we saw that there was hail damage. I'm like, no, like the storm chasers, is that what they call them? I don't know. It's like people selling window things and we'll clean your, like there was always somebody at my door. Not anymore. It's peaceful. I do not know why I did not do this sooner. I would just complain about other people. Now, no one comes. So I'll just find something else to complain about. Just kidding. This vitamin E oil, especially with the winter season being upon us, my cuticles get dry, the ends of my hair get dry, under my eyes right here, you know, this part right here, it starts to get wrinkly when you're old and you're dehydrated and you're aging. And no, youth, fountain of youth, I'm all about it. And it's all natural vitamin E oil. I love the dispensing container. In fact, I just keep this in my office. So in the morning when I'm doing work or I'm doing some early morning meditation or whatever I do in my office in the morning, I can just put this on my hair, under my eyes, on my cuticles, and I feel nice and refreshed. This also makes a really great stocking stuffer, gift idea. You could put in the stuff bag, self-care things. It's something that you're gonna use every single day. Okay, this is I don't even know if my shirt is dry yet. Maybe it's dry. It's this earwax remover. I don't necessarily have an issue with earwax, at least I don't think that I do, but one of my sons does and my dad does, and I saw this, I'm like, this contraption is amazing. Now, it took me a minute to figure out how to use it. It is not complicated, by the way. You put the water on one side, you push the button, the water heats up. When it turns the appropriate color of green, then it's ready. It's just the perfect, nice, warm temperature. If the button's red, that means the water is too hot. You're not going to want to use it. I've not run into that issue yet. This is fully chargeable, so it doesn't need batteries. But you want to make sure the end of the cup is properly inserted into the canal of your ear. There are multiple modes on it as well. I like the pulsing mode when it comes to the water rather than the stream, and you can change the intensity of the stream. There's another side for sewage. That way the water goes in and then the sewage goes down into the sewage. Now, I didn't have any earwax pop out. I was going to be surprised if I did, but I went onto the Amazon listing. And if you want to see some really gross images of earwax that came out of real customers' ears, just check those out. Like, I can't get the images out of my mind, but they are relieved. I'm excited to use this on my son, and I'm probably actually going to gift this to my dad. It does come with multiple pieces. The part that fits in here where the water squirts out, that's the word. You can clean this, which you are going to want to do, but you can save yourself a lot of time and money if you are able to remove that earwax buildup all naturally within the comfort of your own home. Hair detangler, oh my word, not only great for my girls, but also great for myself, and it is moisturizing. When we move into the winter months, hair tends to get drier, more tangled. We don't want to be pulling on hair. This brand, Pacifica, I think that's how you say it, has been amazing. They make a ton of different products, but this is the one that I'm loving right now. In fact, over 9,000 people have purchased this hair detangler within the past month. It does not leave the hair greasy and oily, feeling like you need to wash it right away. It's nourishing and detangles, which is exactly what it needs to do. It helps with less hair breakage because it also moisturizes your hair. It's infused with coconut and vitamin B5, which is exactly what we need. Now, I've tried a lot of different hair detanglers, and currently this has been my favorite, hands down. I will definitely be repurchasing this one. My girls are no longer yelling at the kitchen table when I'm doing their hair and ow, ow, because I'm like trying to get knots and snarls out, and then there's frizz, but not anymore thanks to this. Oh, last but not least, these portable chargers. Now, I wanted to show you all of them that I bought, but I think my husband has one in his truck. He's currently at a training today for his real estate stuff, and so he probably has a charger with his person. I have one. I probably have one in a bag. They come in a lot of different colors. Why I love this, everything's built in. There's no cords you need to plug into the wall with an adapter that goes into the outlet, and then you got to find all those pieces and store all those pieces. I have an entire drawer with all those adapters. I didn't want that. I love the sleek design on it. It has all the cords that you need to charge almost any electronic that you can think of. We don't really use the wall plug-in chargers anymore because we just hook our phones up to these when we need to charge them. And then you can easily put it into an outlet and charge it back up. It will tell you how much battery life is left when you put it back in the wall to charge back up. This, hands down, when it comes to phone chargers, has been amazing. There are ones you can stick directly on the back of your phone. However, caveat with that, I do have a case on the back of my phone, and you have to take the case off in order to do the mag charge on it. I don't want to have to keep taking my case on and off, so I love this one. I can charge it wherever I need to. This is great for travel. This solves a problem, so you're no longer walking around with a dead smartphone. You no longer have all these excess cords around your house because you need to charge things in your kitchen, or then you're trying to find the cords. No, this is excellent, all in one. I loved it so much, bought it in almost every color. Over 1,000 people have purchased this charger within the past month. excellent gift idea as well. Thank you again to Daily Harvest for sponsoring today's video. Remember to scan the QR code on screen or click that link in the description box below to get 15% off your order of $100 or more using my code AndreaJean15. And if you're watching from your TV or your iPad, scan this QR code on screen. It will take you to everything that I talked about in this video, and you can also check the description box and the comment section. And if we're not friends on Instagram, make sure you follow me at Andrea Jean-Co, because every single day on Instagram stories, I share daily deals, behind the scenes, a lot of fun things happening over there. And we have got to keep the fun going. So click this video on screen now, thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you, my friend, in the next one.